evening, Chicago. It's a beautiful August 5th. The big news tonight, it's the Chicago Innovation Foundation IN-Gala. And what a terrific crowd we have at Ignite Glass Studios and tuning in virtually to help Chicago Innovation celebrate its 20th anniversary. To kick things off, please join me in giving a warm welcome to tonight's co-hosts. Chicago Innovation co-founder Tom Kaczmarski, Chicago Innovation Executive Director Luke Tannen, and this year's IN-Gala co-chairs, Susan Lawrence, partner of Thompson Coburn, Patrick Iaconetti, Global Account Manager at Dell Technologies, and Orlando Size, CEO of Acre.
Hey, thanks so much, Allison, and welcome everyone to Chicago Innovation's first ever virtual and in-person IN-Gala. It's so great to be with all of you, to reconnect with all of you, and most importantly, to be here with so many great friends.
I could not agree more, Tom, and that is why tonight's theme is Reemerging United.
And indeed, we are reemerging differently than we were before. In lieu of handshakes, I've been trying to get the COVID Foot 5 to catch on. Let's show them, Orlando.
Let's go. Let's do this. Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty clever, guys, but I'm not sure if the Foot 5 is going to catch on fire anytime soon.
Yeah, but you know what is on fire, Susan? Chicago's innovators. And in fact, in 2020, Chicago's tech and startup industry raised $2.8 billion across the entire year. But in 2021, companies have already raised $3.8 billion in the first 6 months alone.
Wow. These are all good examples that show how innovation thrives during the most challenging times. And this is also kind of a reminder of the famous Chicago story involving the fire in 1871. Do you remember that? And even what the city did to rebuild itself after. In many ways, what happened back then has parallels to what's happening here today.
I agree. Reemerging united from the darkness of our current pandemic is what we need to do to rebuild Chicago as a city where innovation and inclusion guide our path forward.
We believe that innovation is for everyone, no matter your background, gender, ethnicity, age, or where you hail from. This fundamental value drives our year-round events and programming.
And that is why the Chicago Innovation Foundation invests in K through 8th grade student inventors, aspiring female innovators, and older and younger adults across Chicago's diverse neighborhoods.
And tonight's event is truly a celebration of innovation, and we're so grateful to everyone here tonight to support local innovators and entrepreneurs. We're also excited to announce tonight that we will be launching over the next few months a brand new program for Chicago Innovation called The Ladder. And The Ladder is aimed at helping Black and Latinx innovators get to the next step in their career ladder and to help them through our networks and mentoring approaches, as well as to help grow our other existing programs too.
And all of you here tonight and all of you tuning in virtually, I'm looking into that camera right there, you can donate through our mobile bidding website, One Cause. So take a look at this screen, follow the link that we just also put in the chat for everyone tuning in virtually, or you can text the number and get set up. And we'll also be calling out the names of everyone who supports us tonight, thanks to Pat, who will be reprising his role, for those of you who saw us last year, as our donor champion.
Absolutely, Luke. And you can see everyone's names up in the donor marquee.
And we have so much in store for tonight. Some of Chicago's most iconic innovators will be inducted into the Chicago Innovation Hall of Fame.
And a couple of Chicago celebrities and athletes are making video appearances too.
We'll be joined by world-famous comedy group Second City, one of my favorites.
And be on the lookout here for a pair, not just one, but 2 prize giveaways.
And everyone will also have the chance to bid on some priceless experiences through our live auction involving travel, sports, chefs, an amazing advertising deal you can't get anywhere else, and more.
And everyone will have an opportunity to support the Chicago Innovation Foundation, which fuels the Women's Mentoring Co-op, Ageless Innovators, the Chicago Student Invention Convention, and our soon-to-be-launched program, The Ladder.
And one more thing. Behind the doors right here is a glass-blowing studio, which after after tonight, our stuff up here is done with, Ben Tolman, who is the artist, is going to make a one-of-a-kind piece of art that commemorates Chicago Innovation's 20th anniversary. So you can bid on that also on the silent auction. So let's take a quick look at the artist and his work.
It's awesome.
Okay, now that we're heating up, let's turn it over to our special guest MC, Allison Rosati, over at NBC.
Thanks, Luke. For years, I've helped MC so many Chicago Innovation events, from the Chicago Innovation Awards, past fundraisers, and a few celebrating women in innovation events. What I love about all of them is seeing the uplifting spirit of innovation transform the lives of everyone it touches. Together, tonight's crowd can do so much for kids, women, older and younger adults, Black and Latinx innovators, and others in our city. Okay, back to you, Tom.
Thanks, Allison. Now let's catch a glimpse of a quick video that really depicts our Chicago innovation community in action. Back in March of 2020, I've got to admit, I was nervous about the future of Chicago innovation. Here we were, an organization that for 19 years had only done in-person events, and for the first time, we couldn't do any in person. So, like the rest of the world, we made a big pivot and we forged ahead. And to our amazement, our community is bigger today than ever before. We had 7,300 people participate in our in-person events and programs in 2019. Over the past 12 months, we've had over 12,000 people participate, a 65% increase. I chalk it up to how much we've needed the spirit of innovation in our lives to keep us moving forward amidst a constant stream of challenges. That desire to never give up, roll up our sleeves, and outthink any adversary is what makes Chicagoans special. We rose together as a community for the past year and a half, and here we are today. But we're not done. To truly ensure that everyone has the tools of innovation, the resources, relationships, and know-how at their disposal, we need to reemerge united and support all types of innovators, young and old, men and women, people who look different from ourselves and hail from different neighborhoods, because our diversity is our strength, and innovation can only exist when inclusion lies at its heart. That's why tonight's In-Gala is all about innovating together.
Yes, well said, Tom. Now, we'd like to thank and recognize tonight's amazing sponsors. These are companies that stand alongside all of us in supporting innovators and helping to really build a post-COVID society that hopefully will be stronger, smarter, and most importantly, more caring on a deeply personal and human level. So, first, I want to thank all of our sponsors who are tuning in virtually, Sandbox Industries, SMS Assist, the Hartel Group, and Comcast Business. And next, we want to thank all the sponsors who are here with us in person. Now, after we call each group of sponsors by level, feel free to hoot and holler so we know who and where you are.
All right, starting with our $15,000 presenting sponsors, Dell Technologies, Intel, and Origin Ventures.
Make some noise. Also make some noise for our $10,000 VIP sponsor, Where's Lofty Ventures and Sloan.
Fantastic. Way to go. And all of our $5,000 sponsors, including 7 Wire Ventures, Accenture, Exelon, Farmers Fridge, Horizon Therapeutics, Insperity, Relativity, Relish Works, Thompson Coburn, Transcarent, Walgreens, Wintrust, and the YWCA of Metropolitan Chicago.
Thank you.
Thank you genuinely for all of your support. Now let's kick it back to Allison Rosati at the NBC News Desk.
Thank you, Tom. Chicago is famous for many things. One of them is being an exporter of amazing comedians. And at the center of the global comedy scene for the past 63 years has been the world's premier comedy club, comedy theater, and school of improvisation. Of course, I'm talking about Second City. Though their doors were closed during the pandemic, Second City is back, and we are thrilled to have them with us tonight. Please welcome Second City.
Yes, it's me, the Second City. How we doing, everybody? Thank you, Allison Rosati. We are live on Channel 5 News right now. We're taking over WMAQ. What do we think? This is okay? Folks, I'm TJ Shanna for the Second City. I've not been in front of a live audience since like March of 2020. It is so good to see all of you, Chicago Innovation. Oh, my goodness. Thank you all for being here. Let's all say hi to our virtual audience. Hi, virtual audience. Everyone turn around. Show them some love. Hi, virtual audience. How we doing? It got real quiet. We're all like, I was a virtual audience for a year and a half, and now we're here in person. We're so excited to be with you tonight celebrating the In-Gala. Like I said, we're the Second City. We specialize in improv and comedy. We're going to do that for you this evening, but we can't do that without a cast. Let's please welcome, dialing in virtually right now, the cast of the Second City, Rashawn Nadine Scott and Andy Asaf. Let's hear it for them. They are joined by music director Ayaka Kinuaga. Let's hear it for Ayaka. Hi, Ayaka. And our virtual stage manager running the show, Pat Freeze. Hey, Pat. It takes a village. So, wow, I've been where you guys are. It's so good to see you both virtually, my friends, Rashawn and Andy. So what we're going to do right now, folks, is one of our favorite improvisational games that we've been doing a lot virtually for a year and a half. We're going to do a hybrid version of it right now. It's called Subjective Scavenger Hunt, but we can't do it alone. Folks watching virtually, I need 2 Zoom volunteers. And while we're finding those people, oh, by the way, there's a raise hand button. Go ahead and click on that, yes. If you've not been on Zoom for a year and a half, I don't know what you've been doing. Congrats on your retirement, and congrats on not having a family. So right now, what I need here is 1 audience volunteer who's going to serve as our celebrity judge. Can I get any audience volunteer, preferably one who's vaccinated, I don't want to die, and come on up right here, please. Let's give a round of applause for our audience volunteer. All right. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to check back in to see if we have our virtual guest in a moment. Hi. What is your name?
Cynthia.
Everyone say hi, Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia.
I forgot how we work when we're all together. I think we all say hi as a group. So, Cynthia, thank you so much for joining us. You here in the city? You a Chicagoan?
Yes, I am. I'm in Humboldt Park, so not too far from here.
We love Humboldt Park. Thank you for joining us, Cynthia. I'll explain what you're doing in a moment. It's going to be very easy, I promise. I see 2 people who are not cast members of the Second City. I'm guessing they're joining us right now. Hi, virtual volunteers. I see our friend in the red. What is your name, and where are you watching from?
My name is Gail Zalitsky, and I am watching from my home office.
Hey, all right, Gail.
Chicago.
Congrats. Gail, thank you for joining us. And our other friend, what is your name and where are you joining us from?
Hi, I'm Lindsay. I'm downtown Chicago.
Awesome. Gail and Lindsay, y'all. Let's just keep clapping. I'm so excited. Let's just clap every 5 minutes. So here's the way this is going to work, Gail and Lindsay. Very simple. In a moment, we're about to play a game that I like to call Subjective Scavenger Hunt. We have fancy graphics. We may have music. Let's see. This is how we innovated Second City with these incredible graphics. Subjective Scavenger Hunt right now. Here's how it's going to work. In just a moment, I'm going to send our guests, both our audience volunteers and our cast, to find something. And you, Cynthia, are going to judge which you like the best. We at the Second City have one mission for 63 years. That's making people laugh. I'm so happy we can do that again in person. So in honor of that suggestion, I'm going to ask Rashawn and Andy and our 2 audience volunteers to go find something in your home you're going to bring back and show us, something that makes you laugh. Go find something that makes you laugh on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go. It can be anything, a pet, maybe a child that isn't turning out the way you thought they would. Anything at all, something that makes you laugh. Cynthia, how do you feel like relaxed, or are you having a perpetual panic attack like I am every day?
Silently screaming inside right now.
It's never going to be normal again, is it, Cynthia?
That's right. I'm just looking forward to the days where I could shake hands with people without asking for a card.
That's right, when you've got to carry like a laminated thing around like you're on a cruise ship, only instead of free buffet it says, I got the vaccine. Let's see, do we have, all right, we're waiting for our other audience member to come back in just a second. Now we know who has the large home, by the way. Improvisers tend to find their things quickly because we often live in a cardboard box. So let's start with Rashawn. What is an item that you found, something that makes you laugh, my friend?
Something that makes me laugh. And first, I have to preface this with saying I'm 32 years old. And this thing that makes me laugh is a gift I got from my father, who said I'm not allowed to open it because it could be worth something someday. I'm 32 years old and I can't play with this doll.
It's awesome. That's Baby Yoda, right? Wonderful.
Yeah. That's definitely him. That's definitely him. It's going to be worth $1 million very soon.
Put it on eBay in 5 years, Rashawn. See what happens. Andy, what's something you found that makes you laugh?
Well, TJ, you got to go big or go home. And right now I'm home with my dad. And funny enough, he also told me when I'm going to, inherit this one day. But every time in the hallway, this makes me laugh. It's a giant painting of what seems like a woman who's sad. And she's with some flowers. So it's just a sad woman with some flowers. And funny enough, there's more flowers over here. So this is a giant painting.
That's a great painting. So audience members, I've forgotten your names because recreational marijuana is legal in Illinois now. So I'm not high right now, I'm working. But I've forgotten the names in our friend in the red. Remind me your name, please, and tell me your item.
It's Gail.
Gail, thank you, Gail.
My item is this cute little stone turtle. That reminds me all the time I should hurry up.
Gail has a stone, not a stone turtle. Gail has a stone turtle. And our other friend whose name I've forgotten, I'm sorry. What is your name and what do you have?
Lindsay.
Lindsay, thank you.
And this was one of my favorite Halloween costumes.
It's a cat alien.
Lindsay, I think you need Rashawn's dad to tell you to put that back in the box for a while. I don't know if anybody wants to see that again. So we have 4 incredible items, all of which make you laugh. Let's see them again. We have Baby Yoda. We have Impressionist kind of painting that maybe was found in an alley. We have Turtle, and we have Creepo Mask. So let's see which one, Cynthia, do you think is the funniest of all of those?
I'm going to go with the Creepo Mask.
Lindsay's Creepo Mask. Okay, we have one vote for that. Now, what I'd like to do is let's go to a scientific Zoom poll. So everybody watching right now at home, you're going to go ahead and vote on which one you think is your favorite. And room, by applause, is your favorite Baby Yoda? Is your favorite someone's painting of a woman in flowers? One of those. How about Gail's turtle? Hashtag. There you go. And what about Lindsay's Creepo Mask? Oh, it's so close. All right, so Rashawn, can you tell me, what does the poll say?
Let's see, the polls are in, and it looks like Gail with 44% of the vote with her stone turtle.
So, Gail won at home. Cynthia picked Lindsay, so I think it's a tie. They're both winners on Subjective Scavenger Hunt. Congratulations. Cynthia, thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful night. Give it up for Cynthia, everybody. And thank you, Gail. Thank you, Lindsay, for joining. It's been a pleasure to see you. Let's hear for the Second City, Rashawn, Andy, Ayaka, and also Pat. Thank you, Second City. My name is TJ Shanoff. It is a pleasure to be live with all of you, Chicago Innovation. Let's hand it back to Tom. Have a great rest of your night. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you, TJ, and the Second City team.
Thanks so much. Now, tonight, there's 2 ways that you can support the Chicago Innovation Foundation. The first is by donating anytime online throughout the evening on one cause. And we'll continue to recognize supporters with our donor champion, Pat. The second is through the live auction that'll be coming up in just a couple of minutes. And we want to make sure that we tell you a little bit about each of the items tonight.
Thanks, Tom. A special shout out and thanks to our donors so far, which include Magnus Welsh, Mary O'Donnell, Ruth Ann Watkins, Andrea Zopp, Amy Dordick-Dolinsky, David Hiller, and Susan Lewers.
Thanks, Pat, and thanks everyone for your support. Now it's time for something special we're doing tonight for our virtual crowd that is watching from afar, our first prize giveaway, a $100 gift card from the James Beard Award-winning Boca Restaurant Group. To win the prize, we're going to use a technology that helped us all stay connected during COVID, the phone.
Nice, Paul.
That would be
you
the
look very
phone.
stylish. You look very stylish. So, guys, here's how this is going to work, especially with that fancy phone. We'll ask a question to the virtual audience. This is for the virtual audience. And the first person to call Paul, he's the Director of Events and Marketing with the Chicago Innovation, at this number that you see on the screen, with the correct answer, wins this $100 Boca Restaurant gift certificate. So you ready for the question? This is online audience. So in 2016, and the room here needs to be quiet. In 2016, the Chicago Cubs won the World Series, and it ended a 108-year drought. Everybody remembers that, right? That's right. In the final game, the Cubs catcher became the oldest player to hit a home run in Game 7 of the World Series. So, little tip, he also manages the team. What's his name? The lines are open now. Okay, Paul.
Hello, you have reached the Chicago Innovation Hotline. Can we have your name?
My name is John Higginson.
All right, John. Do you have an answer for us?
I do. It is David Rossi Ross.
Whoa.
That's correct.
Congratulations,
John. Our staff will follow up with you. Thanks for playing.
All right, thank you.
All right, we have yet one more Boca Restaurant Group gift card to give away, so keep an eye on the hotline.
And that'll be for our virtual and in-person audience.
For both, Tom, that's right.
That's right. Well, clearly John must be friends with him if he knows him as David Rossi Ross. So next to tell you, David Ross, great manager of the Cubs. He's actually going to be here with us tonight via video. But one thing I want to say, too, you might know there's a few open spots on the Cubs roster. So now is your chance. Glenn, Brad, John, Adam, I see you back there. You used to pitch for the White Sox. If you want to turn at the Cubs, now is your chance. But David's going to join us and pop in to say hello to our virtual crowd and in-person crowd.
David Ross here from the Chicago Cubs. I know you guys are having your in-gala charity event tonight to support the innovators in the city. And I just wanted to share my thoughts on what I love about Chicago. Being from Florida, it's nice not to have too much humidity here. I know we have some cold months, but I love the summers here in Chicago, getting out on the lake, the things happen downtown on the Navy Pier, the fireworks, the restaurants, the food here is some of the best I've ever experienced. Walking the city, being able to enjoy the shopping and the nice people and this beautiful weather here, I really think is spectacular. So for me, I don't know how much this resonates with you guys, but just this climate here, being able to see that beautiful lake out there, walking on Lake Michigan, biking trails, the parks, the people, that's what it's all about for me. There's a great community here. I hope the charity event goes well. Hope you raise a lot of money, and hopefully one day I get to meet a lot of you guys. All the best, and go Cubs.
Go Cubs. All right, now let's turn our attention to the great auction items for people to win. We're going to give a sneak preview of each auction package now, and as we do, you can bid in real time online through OneCause, whether you're tuning in remotely or here in this room. You can also learn more about each auction package in our digital event program, which you can access via the QR code in your printed flyer.
Then around 6:15 in our watch, hopefully we'll get there, right? We'll return on stage to close these items out with a final 60-second last chance to win. So now let's go into the auction lineup.
And I see we already have some bids, so you can bid right now, and again, we'll close it out later on. I think maybe we should add Gale Stone Turtle as a new auction item.
Absolutely.
I think
The
it's
one that
become
will
a
make you go
famous-
faster. That definitely will sell.
So first up, we have a 6-person vacation for 7 days in the sunny Florida Keys, including a charming 3-bedroom waterfront home with pool, kayaks, and privacy. It's located just 1 block from Sombrero Beach on Marathon Island, and nearby you can sport fish, tropical reef scuba and snorkeling, and swimming with the dolphins as well.
Next up is an unobtainable package for the Chicago White Sox fans and any baseball fans, including 4 owner seats right behind the Sox dugout, a personalized video message from the White Sox stars Jermaine Dye, Ozzie Guillen, and Scott Putznettnick. And to top it all off, by the way, a former White Sox pitcher, Adam Russell, will offer personal pitching instructions to your kid and his or her kid.
By the way,
entire baseball team.
Adam, raise a hand right in the back.
Right there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Adam.
And then there is our Ring the Nasdaq Bell package. 2 people will get the once-in-a-lifetime chance to be able to go to ring the closing Nasdaq bell in New York City. And importantly, it'll be with this year's 2021 Chicago Innovation Award winners. And you'll be able to also have your company's logo on the 70-foot, 7-story Nasdaq tower in Times Square. And to describe our next package, our media package, which really is an amazing package. I think it's the bargain of a century. I'd like to invite back our friend Allison Rosati. Allison, are you there? Allison.
I'm still here, Tom. The news stops for no one, though I will definitely take a break for Chicago Innovation and to talk about this phenomenal live auction package. It is a great one for any company looking to get an advertising deal of a lifetime. And take it from me, I know the power of Chicago media. This media package includes $67,500 in advertising to promote your organization. And it includes 10 large digital billboards for 4 weeks, which means that your ad will run more than 300,000 times. On top of that, there are 20 radio spots with a total reach of more than 1.5 million listeners each week. And on top of that, you'll get 25 CTA digital monitors for a week that will run your ad more than 83,000 times. Now that is some real exposure. What do you think, Tom?
I think that's the best deal I've ever heard of, let me tell you. I think it's a great one. Now, next up, we also have a great couples getaway in Santa Barbara, California, which is one of my favorite places in the whole country. And this package will include a $2,000 hotel gift card, and which enables either 2 people to stay 4 nights or 4 people to stay 2 nights at the Santa Barbara Hyatt Centric Hotel. Plus dinner at one of the best restaurants in Santa Barbara and wine tasting at the Grassini Family Vineyards.
Next up is our night in and night out Culinary Extravaganza, a pair of unique dining experiences for your night in. Chef David Kramer, formerly of Let Us Entertain You, will cook a 3-course dinner in your home for 12 people. And for your night out, we've partnered with James Beard award-winning Boca Restaurant Group that will host a progressive dinner for you and your friends at 4 of its hottest restaurants.
And since Chicago is a big foodie town, we've got another to die for foodie experience. Celebrity chef Fabio Viviani, who has opened 34 restaurants and authored a New York Times best-selling cookbook, will prepare a 4-course meal for 12 people in your home. He's won Bravo's Top Chef and Food Network's Cutthroat Kitchen, and he is guaranteed to wow your guests.
Then we have a great package for golfers, including sessions at Indoor Golf Simulator 5-Iron Golf, a round of golf for you and your friends at Knollwood Country Club in Lake Forest, and then, to top it all off, you and your friends will play a round at the private and world-renowned Medina Country Club, which has played host to some of the world's most important professional golf tournaments, including the PGA Championship, multiple U.S. Opens, and even the Ryder Cup.
Last up is our double-header package for the ultimate Chicago Cubs fan, including games in 2021 and 2022 that involve access to the private and exclusive Catalina Club, on-field pregame class passes, an 18-person suite behind home plate, and a more unique game day experience.
And besides these great live auction experiences, you can bid on our silent auction packages anytime online through One Cause, which include driving exotic supercars on a real racetrack, Chicago Blackhawks tickets and signed memorabilia, a team building workshop for your company at Fulton Street Collective, including a cocktail reception with live music and sketch artists, a brand new Flyer M80 880 electric bike from Chicago Innovation Award winner Radio Flyer, valued at $1,700. Can I bid on that, Tom? Okay.
You can.
Some terrific dining experiences, including a $500 gift card to Chicago Cut Restaurant, dinner for 4 people, and fireworks on Lake Michigan at the private Chicago Club Terrace, and the opportunity to own the official 20th anniversary Chicago Innovation commemorative art piece, a beautiful piece of blown glass being made tonight by the very talented artist Ben Tellman, who happens to also be the son of one of our honorees, Glenn Tellman.
Wow, what an array of amazing experiences. And remember, the bidding is now open online through One Cause, so make sure that you use the app and go to the website. Now let's meet the first of this year's 4 inductees into the Chicago Innovation Hall of Fame. To introduce this first Hall of Famer, I want to welcome Steve Miller. He's the founding partner of Origin Ventures, an active investor and mentor in the Chicago startup community, a multi-year presenting sponsor in our In-Gala, and a personal friend. Steve, come on up.
This was for your protection. No, and it wasn't COVID, just so you didn't have to look at my face, but I'm gonna remove it if it's okay with you. So thank you, Orlando, and your cast of thousands. The Chicago Innovation Foundation has been celebrating innovators in Chicagoland for 19 years. That's almost as long as Origin Ventures has been investing in Chicagoland innovators like Grubhub, Cameo, thank you, David Ross, Talk, and Tovala. And without innovative and transformative ideas like these, venture capital investors like Origin would not really have that much to do. The ingenuity and inspiration of entrepreneurs propel us every day. And we have deep admiration and respect for everyone in that group. Speaking of people we admire and respect, it's my pleasure to introduce Glenn Tellman. Glenn is the CEO of Transcarent, the first consumer-directed healthcare platform for employees of self-insured employers. He's the former CEO and founder of Livongo Health, which empowers people with chronic conditions to live healthier lives through data science. Glenn was previously the CEO of Allscripts and Enterprise Systems, and is a founding partner at 7 Wire Ventures, one of the best performing venture capital firms in Illinois. Glenn was honored in 2019 with a Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights Ripple of Hope Award for his career focused on improving the safety, empathy, and efficacy of our healthcare system. And now, he is the newest inductee into the Chicago Innovation Hall of Fame. Please welcome Glenn Tellman. Oh, yes.
Well, first, let me begin by saying how great it is to see so many friends, colleagues, and fellow entrepreneurs gathered tonight as we celebrate both Chicago and also all the innovation that's happening here. I'm really inspired, and I would also say that I'm inspired by this place because, as was mentioned, Ignite is really a labor of love for my son, who you'll see later tonight. And it's a place that represents 2 things, creation and community. And what's happening here is artists and individuals come here and create something essentially out of nothing, and they see that creative instinct come out, and believe it or not, we all have it. But one of the things that a lot of people don't know is all the dollars raised here at Ignite go to fund bringing people from the South and West Side who don't get arts education here to Ignite to experience the arts and make beautiful things. So by being here, you're not only celebrating entrepreneurs, but you're also celebrating creative spirit and contributing and giving back. So thank you all for doing that. As we all know, this has been an extremely challenging year and a half, and we mourn the loss of so many people who we've lost to COVID, the economic damage, and also the mental health challenges. But I think we should also celebrate and acknowledge the dedication of our amazing healthcare workers who made it possible for us to safely gather here tonight. And I know that we're going to get through this, but the way we'll get through it is together as one community. And you know, maybe the one good thing that's come out of COVID is we all understand that in health, we're all one community. So I want to just say that I'm honored and humbled to receive this recognition from Chicago Innovation, whose mission it is to empower Chicago innovation and education and connect and celebrate the innovators who drive our economy. And I also want to congratulate Amanda, John, and my good friend Brad Kiwell on their amazing careers and the positive impact their companies have had in their respective industries. This personal honor, if you know me, is a credit not to me, but to all the people who've supported me, who've mentored me, and over many, many years, and who've cleaned up and apologized for many of the errors I've made. So I want to thank them. And in particular, there's one here tonight, Lee Shapiro, who's been with me during my entire career, and I want to say a special thank you to Lee wherever you are. So thank you, Lee. So you can clap for Lee. Throughout my career, I've tried to find ways to use technology and better processes to make healthcare better for all of us. And this was true at my career at Allscripts, where we introduced electronic prescribing and electronic health records. It was true at Livongo, where we empowered people with chronic conditions like diabetes to live better and healthier lives. And today it's true at Transcarent, where we're trying to put people back in charge of their health and care. And we believe that there's a lot out there, and we're really just getting started. So I think of this as a step along the way, and I very much appreciate it. So I just want to close by saying I thank Chicago Innovation for this honor. I thank all of you for attending, and I want to wish everyone the best as we continue to make Chicago not only a great place to innovate, but one of the healthiest places in this country. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Glenn, and thank you for hosting us tonight at Ignite Glass Studios. What a lovely backdrop for our first return to in-person events in over 500 days.
And in thinking about the amazing things that Glenn has accomplished as an innovator, I can't help but wonder what the future Glenn Tolmans are up to, the little ones. And I'm talking about our students in schools who are dreaming up the next big idea.
And as all of you will see in this next video, the Chicago Innovation Foundation has worked with over 20,000 kindergarten through 8th grade students who've taken part in the Chicago Student Invention Convention.
Our young inventors give me so much hope for the future. They truly show us what's possible when the spirit of innovation is sparked and cultivated at a young age.
As Walt Disney said, if you can dream it, you can do it, which I experienced the quote firsthand, and I thought of this when I was 10. I just came up with a drawing and I saved it in my desk, and then I pulled it up and I was like, I should do this for Invention Convention, and I was like, bingo.
Electric cars, about 70% of the electricity they use are generated using fossil fuels. But if all electric cars used our invention, then 100% of the energy will come from wind, a renewable source.
I learned from the Chicago Student Invention Convention that it's not going to happen on the first try, or the 5th try, or the 50th try. It may happen on the 100th try, or it may never happen. Some ideas just won't work. But if those ideas don't work, that doesn't mean no other ideas will work.
When Nicholas and Juan's names were called at the Invention Convention for City, I mean, I'm going to tear up right now just thinking about the moment, because it is a great achievement to be recognized for their hard work, and I think for their perseverance, because this program takes a lot.
Well, it's important so that young students like us can know how it feels to be like an inventor and a problem solver. It feels super just awesome to see something you created, your idea, work out.
The past year and a half has certainly been challenging for Chicago students, but the Chicago Student Invention Convention has been a bright spot, teaching the lifelong skills of creativity, problem solving, and resilience to K through 8th graders when they needed it most.
Wasn't that amazing? That is truly amazing. And with your support, we can help thousands of underserved students in our schools learn the lifelong skills, creativity, and problem solving and resilience. You can donate to support to the Chicago Student Invention Convention anytime, online, through one cause. So now let's check back with Pat, our donor champion.
I want to share some thank yous to Kate Benson, Calvin Flowers, Anna Sanfilippo, and Peg Burr.
Thanks, Pat.
Thank you.
Thank you all. And now it's time for another prize giveaway. But this time, for both of our audiences, it's open to both virtual and in person. So, Luke, what is the question?
The question, just like last time, the first person to call this number, and again, in the room, watching virtually, wins the prize. So here is the question. During COVID, we've had a lot of time with Netflix, so you should all be familiar with what this is about. This NBC show was by far the most watched streaming show on Netflix last year with, I kid you not, 57 billion minutes watched. Name this show, and we'll give you a clue. It takes place in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Okay, I think half the room knows. And one of the characters' name is Meredith, who we'll be hearing from shortly.
I see some phones going out there.
They're going. The lines are jammed. Keep trying, please, don't give up.
It's not Parks and Rec. It's not Seinfeld.
Still going?
Do we need to receive
Is there anybody in the room?
I think you crashed our phone line. I think that's what's happening.
We're just building up the suspense.
Maybe the person thought it was the British version of the show, and they were wrong, so we're on to the next caller.
There's 57 billion people calling Jake right now.
I think at the end of the song, if the phone line doesn't work, we'll just have the first person to raise their hand and shout out the answer. But let's give the phones another 5 seconds.
I saw that arm too. I saw her.
All right, we're ditching the phone, but we've got an audience member with her hand up. Do you have an answer for us?
Oh, we have the phone. We have the phone.
We're on the phone.
Sorry. Sorry.
If they don't get it, we're going right back to you. You've reached the Chicago Innovation Hotline. What's your name?
Sergio.
All right, Sergio. Do you have an answer for us?
Yeah, the office.
Yay, Sergio.
Yes. He's right here.
I can see you, so I'm going to hang up. That is correct. Congratulations. Enjoy your Boca gift card. And
The
you know what?
office.
I
The
think
office.
we got an
The
extra
office.
for our audience member who had her hand up, so we'll make that happen.
There you go. Thank you.
And now we have, I think, a video, right?
That's you.
Just me?
That's you.
Okay. Well, thank you, Paul.
Meredith from the office. Hey, so excited for your In-Gala charity event on August 5th to support innovation in Chicago. So, yeah, right now I want to present you guys with a very special Innovation Dundee. Oh, wait, sorry. That's a bottle of vanilla. It's tasty. Low alcohol, but tasty. Okay, sorry. And where's the Dundee? I don't know where the Dundee is. Okay, you guys, so what do I love about Chicago? How much time you got? Okay. Char Dogs, the Blues, Second City, the Skyline, Grant Park, the music, the theater, the food, Cafe Barbariba in Halstead. I used to work there. But go there anyway. Yeah, oh my God, so many great things about Chicago. So many great Irish pubs, so many great places, you know, but mostly what I love about Chicago is the people. Seriously, the best ever. All right, so you guys, here's a little tune just for you, and let's hear it for Chicago Innovation Company. You did it. That's what she said.
Thank you, Dave.
And by the way, for those of you who don't know, Meredith, also known as Kate Flannery in real life, was a founding member of the Annoyance Theater on Belmont Avenue. Used to be in Second City, so lifelong, long-time Chicagoan.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kate, for doing that for us. Now let's check back in with Allison Rosati at the NBC News Desk.
Thanks, Susan. One thing that I've always loved about Chicago Innovation is its focus on supporting female innovators. Each time when I've emceed the annual Celebrating Women in Innovation event, I'm inspired by the women who are starting and growing companies in our city. But so much more needs to be done to truly achieve gender equality in the workplace and propel more women into positions of leadership. And that's why I am thrilled that Chicago Innovation launched the Women's Mentoring Co-op 6 years ago. In that time, the Women's Mentoring Co-op has supported more than 700 amazing women. Take a look.
Women have become successful innovators, vibrant entrepreneurs, Chicago Innovation Award winners, and major leaders in our community. We started the Women's Mentoring Co-op 6 years ago to support female innovators.
So I joined the Women's Mentoring Co-op because I was kind of at a point in my career where I was ready for the next thing, but I wasn't quite sure what it was.
I had done the online business startup packages and programs that you could buy, and I didn't want to be filling out someone's worksheets and listening. I wanted someone who had my back, who I could talk to. And you know, I was an entrepreneur. I had put all my resources into my company, so I couldn't pay much, if anything, for that.
Being a female in technology is there are so few of us. So it's common that you're the only. It's less common that you're among peers, and the chance to be in an ecosystem that's nothing but women doing what I do is really unique.
She was there every step of the way in helping me become the CEO and the executive that I needed to be to lead the company that I believed my company had the potential to be in this world.
So I think that what we're doing is, you know, we're lifting as we're climbing, right? We're helping the next person, and I think that as we continue to do that, the ones that come after us will do so as well, and then we're just gonna have an amazing future of females.
We will not stop until we truly achieve gender equality in the workforce, and we know that Chicago can help lead the way.
As someone who has participated in this program, let me tell you that it's really making a difference in the lives of many women in Chicago. I truly believe that Chicago can be an example of female-led innovation and entrepreneurship, and programs like the Women's Mentoring Co-op make this possible. To help us empower women throughout Chicago, you can donate now online through One Cause.
Now let's meet the second of this year's 4 inductees into the Chicago Innovation Hall of Fame. And to introduce her, please welcome Christopher Deutch. He's the founder at Lofty Ventures, who in addition to being one of tonight's VIP sponsors, has also, and this is very exciting, thank you, Christopher, has selected the Chicago Innovation Foundation to be the recipient of the 2nd annual Invest It Forward grant, a great initiative that he started, hoping to scale throughout Chicago and beyond. Please welcome Christopher Deutch.
Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Paul, and everybody else on the amazing Chicago Innovations team. It's so nice to see everybody in person. It's been a very long year and a half. Really happy to be here. Lofty Ventures is investing in Chicago's future by backing our city's next generation of entrepreneurs and supporting amazing community organizations like Chicago Innovation. CI's mission to inspire our young innovators and help them build a passion for entrepreneurship aligns perfectly with Lofty Ventures, which is why we've selected them to be our 2021 Invest It Forward grantee. Our goal with Invest It Forward is to enable founders and their teams to get involved in the local community by reducing barriers to service, creating a win-win-win for startups, nonprofit organizations, and the communities they support. Now it's my pleasure to introduce my good friend and absolute force in Chicago's tech community, Amanda Lannert. Amanda is the CEO of Jellyvision, where she has led the company to become one of Chicago's biggest tech successes. Jellyvision has been recognized as the best software company and best culture by the Moxies, a top 10 best place to work for the Chicago Tribune, and the #1 place for millennials to work, according to Crain's Chicago Business. Amanda has several trophies for CEO of the Year, Woman of the Year, and Women in Tech Year. But just as noteworthy are her ways she's given back to the community and paved a way for others to become innovators. She served on the advisory boards of 1871 and the Starter League, and serves as a super mentor for Chicago Incubator's Impact Engine and Techstars, where she was also named Mentor of the Year. And now, as an official inductee into Chicago Innovation Hall of Fame. Please join me in welcoming my friend Amanda Lannert.
Thank you. Thank you to Chicago Innovation, Tom, Luke, the board. Thank you all for being here. I am incredibly grateful to be here, both to be on the stage, but also to just no longer be in sweatpants in my basement, which is where I've been for the last 18 or so months. I wrote some stuff down as I wanted to share a quick word to 3 specific groups. My fellow honorees, Jellyvision, who has a little representation here tonight, and then a quick word to the innovators of Chicago tech in general. So let's start with the honorees. Glenn, who I've never met, you wrote a LinkedIn post upon the launch of Transcarent that became a war cry for me and for Jellyvision in general. I think of you as a living legend, and your impact on healthcare is remarkable. Brad, before 1871, before Groupon, before any of the wonderful things that are happening now in Chicago tech, there was Groupon. It seems to me like Groupon's meteoric rise first put Chicago tech on the map. It was the original OG catalyst. And the fact that you went on to fund and build other companies instead of just resting on your laurels is mind-blowing. And John, you're the epitome of success, trailblazing, and the power of mentorship, and you have been for decades. It is an honor, and frankly feels a little silly for me to be sharing a slide with you, receiving an induction into a Hall of Fame, when I've learned so much from you. This room regards you so highly, and you have done so much for Chicago tech, so thank you. Next, I have to give props to Jellyvision, the company, and the people who have made my career. You guys are the best. You've always been the best. And no matter what achievements we have, the highlights of my career and my professional pride and joy will always be what you created in the essence of Jellyvision itself, a community of talented, hardworking, helpful people who give a damn, solve really real problems, and are a joy to be around. Thank you to Harry Gottlieb, our founder, for giving me the keys to his kingdom, and thank you to everyone, Jellyvision past, present, and future, for propelling us to heights we didn't dream of when we started. To the community, innovators, inventors, doers, aspirers, Sergio. It's been a year, a weird year, a hard year, and a lot of us are sick and tired of all the things in all the ways, in all forms. And that is about the greatest bedrock for change and breakthrough innovation possible. So go big. Aspire not to have a viable business, but to change the world. In this town, you can be totally audacious and impactful without being a jerk or selling your soul. And that is why I have loved it so much for so many years. I'm proud to be part of a community of people who believe work is only truly innovative when it is actually helpful to others. And for Chicago Tech, even with this banner year, the best is yet to come. Thank you.
Amanda, thanks so much. Incredible words. We really appreciate you just saying them and us hearing them. So thanks so much. One last video to share with you tonight, and that's about Ageless Innovators. It's our program that brings older and younger adults together for intergenerational co-mentoring to really support relationship building between the ages. Ageless Innovators pairs older and younger leaders as intergenerational co-mentors. It's a community of people who inherently value diverse perspectives, and in doing so, we are tackling the issue of ageism in the workforce.
Ageless Innovators is really an important program. It's one of the first in the country that addresses ageism and best practices in intergenerational relationships.
I joined Ageless Innovators because I wanted to challenge my own stereotypes about younger people. Ageism goes across the age spectrum. It's not only that younger people may have negative attitudes about older people, but older people bring a set of attitudes about younger people often, and I did not want to get stuck there.
Roughly 110 million people in the workforce are aged 50 and over. We have to learn best practices about building intergenerational collaboration in work groups if we want to succeed in the future.
Through Ageless Innovators, we've seen how building age-related empathy not only breeds innovation, but unlocks a whole new outlook on life.
And with your generosity this evening, we can foster meaningful intergenerational relationships and help to advance the understanding that age is, frankly, just another dimension of inclusion. You can donate to support Ageless Innovators anytime online through One Cause, and I'm watching you right now, so please donate.
So this is a very important moment now. We're about to close the live auction. So we're going to put up a 60-second clock up there for a final chance to win each package. So let's start with the first item.
Okay, are we all in the tropical mood now? Okay, before I describe this package, I want everyone in the room to take a pause, close your eyes for a moment, mentally visualize Chicago in February. You know what it's like outside. You know you don't want to go there. Okay, this is our 7-day Florida Keys vacation for 6 people on beautiful Marathon Island. And the current bid is $2,000 with a last name of Mermal, so $2,000 at the moment. You can experience the ease of the Keys in a charming 3-bedroom waterfront home set on a canal that overlooks the ocean. Your group of 6 can make the most of all that Florida Keys has to offer. It is known as the sport fishing capital of the world. Your group can fish for marlin, sailfish, and more in the open ocean, or journey among the mangroves for an afternoon of backcountry and flats fishing. Scuba divers and snorkeling fans, you'll find an array of colorful reefs to explore, and water sports enthusiasts can enjoy the ocean as their playground, whether it's kite surfing, paddleboarding, jet skiing, or parasailing. And for some added memory making, you can even swim with Atlantic bottlenose dolphins, an experience, I've done it before, you will never forget it. And when you're back at your tropical retreat, there's a full wall of glass sliders that brings the beauty of the outdoors into the living room of this house. You can hang out in the pool or on the patio with lounges, a grill, big outdoor table, hammocks, kayak around. There's 2 kayaks for your use. So I see the current bid now is up. Thanks to, where is he, Mr. David Hiller.
Right.
I see his eyes are on his phone. You're the high bidder. $2,500. Are there any other final bids
Luke,
in
I have
the
a
room?
question. What is the value of this package? What's the
Well,
value?
it's priceless.
Priceless. Okay.
priceless.
Just want to make sure
It's
that you know
priceless.
what this is worth. So.
Having your kids swim with dolphins, priceless.
Okay.
Priceless.
Got it.
Okay. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Mr. Hiller, $2,500. Enjoy your Florida
Thank you.
vacation.
Thank you.
All right.
White Sox, White Sox, go, go, White Sox. Let's go, 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 White Sox.
Next up is a great package for the Chicago White Sox fans out there. We do not currently have a bid, so this is wide open. Get your phones out and start the bidding. This features a handful of Chicago Sox players and other unobtainable experiences, including 4 owners' box seats right behind the Sox dugout, personalized video messages you receive from several White Sox stars, including World Series MVP Jermaine Dye, World Series winning manager Ozzie Guillen, and stolen bases leader Scott Posednik. But then to top it all off, former White Sox pitcher and one of our best friends, Adam
Adam is
Russell,
here.
will offer personal pitching instruction for your kid and his or her baseball team. I hope my sons are not watching this right now or I'll be in big trouble. So let's get those bids in.
Where are all the baseball fans here in this room?
Raise your hand if you're a White Sox fan.
All right,
Okay,
get them up there.
that's
Get
a
those
little
bids
shy,
in.
little
Don't be
shy.
bashful. Don't
Come
be
on.
bashful.
Couple
I know we're
minutes
on the
and-
north side, but Chicago's a big city. Darcy's a White
All
Sox
right,
fan.
get those bids in, all you wild and crazy fans. And we'll keep this one open.
We'll keep the bidding open, yes. If anyone wants to come in and snag it, we'll go back to it at the end.
All right.
Great. So the next one is the ringing and the closing Nasdaq bell in New York. This really is a very exciting opportunity. You'll get to join the 2021 Chicago Innovation Award winners at Times Square in New York. And especially now, I think, after you stand at Nasdaq under the high tower, you'll also be filmed on CNBC, Bloomberg TV, and Fox Business News. So we've also got you covered with limo rides to and from the airport and a private luncheon with the winners. So the current bid is
$1,000, last name of Moore.
$1,000. And is there anybody else that would want to bid on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? And it really is. It's great fun to be.
Everybody should donate, if anything, for the quality of the auctioneering opportunity that you have here with this group.
To be at Nasdaq, that's for sure. Anybody else? Okay. Anybody else? Great.
Oh, well, hold on, Tom. So remember, innovation is high tech, it's low tech, and it's no tech too. We've got a no tech bidder.
No tech paddle?
Oh,
All right,
okay.
yes.
Let's
Go
back it
back
up
to
to
the
the Sox
Sox.
for a moment. Okay, back to the Sox.
Let's go back to the Sox.
500.
Okay, $500 for the White Sox. Amanda Lannert, Hall of Famer.
Online, you can still click.
Drive it up, drive it up. Get that excitement going.
Going
Terrific.
once. Oh,
Yes.
I heard a 600 from the corner.
All right.
Okay, Amanda, it's at
Roy.
600 now. 650.
650.
What are you going to do, Ray? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Back up. 800 in the back.
800.
All right.
Thank you.
We've got 800. Ray or Amanda? 800. $850, Amanda.
$850.
Okay, I think Kane, right? Is that you?
All right.
A bidders teaming up for first
Whoa.
time, folks. First time.
I love it.
Collaboration in action.
All right, going once,
Collaboration.
going twice. $1,000 to the duo over here.
Fantastic.
Great job.
That's great.
Awesome teamwork. That's fantastic.
So we're going to open it up on all of these now.
I think
and
so.
Not just
Bid on your
one
phone,
cause.
raise your hand. It's all allowed.
So virtual, if you're at home, make sure you use one cause, and we'll capture that. But we're also going to open it up. So just back to the Nasdaq bell ringing, and that one was a
Still at $1,000 for the Nasdaq bell ringing.
with more, $499. Yeah. Anybody else? Up. I see another one.
All right.
So do you bid 1,500?
Chris for 1,500 on this corner.
You know, professional auctioneers get paid a lot of money, but we can do this, Tom. We got this.
I love it. Okay, great. Anybody else for Nasdaq? Then we'll close it out.
Yep. Actually, we have good news. We do have two Nasdaq. Is that correct?
Yes, that is, Luke.
We have two.
Yes.
So what we can do here, we could have two winners. We'll go back to the original bid of 1,000. Two winners at 1,000. Just gave you a discount. All right, we got two winners for Nasdaq, Christopher and Moore.
Fantastic. Great.
Thank you.
Okay, next up, this is a perennial auction favorite. I just want to tell you the high bidder right now, the last name is Tolman. Glenn, by the way, sold his last company for $18.5 billion. So when he's making decisions, the rest of you should think, maybe I should do what he's thinking about right now. He is the high bidder at $2,000. So advertise your organization throughout the Chicago region in multiple ways. This advertising package valued at $67,500. First, you've got 10 of Clear Channel Outdoor's largest digital billboards, measuring 60 feet by 20 feet. Those are the largest billboards along the highways for 4 weeks. Your digital spot runs every minute of every hour. So, do the math. By having 10 billboards for 4 weeks, your spot will run over 300,000 times. But that is not all. You'll also have 20 radio spots with WBBM News Radio, 780 and 105.9 FM. It is the top business radio station in the Chicago region with a total listener group of 1.5 million people per week. Through a mix of morning, commute, drive time, and other spots, you're sure to reach many, many people. Now, lastly, there's one more thing. The package also includes 25 CTA digital monitors throughout the city that will run your ad over 83,000 times. So if you are a business, if you are a startup looking to get your name out there, if you're a big company looking to impress your boss by getting this amazing deal you cannot get from the companies themselves, this is for you. You won't find it anywhere. The current bid, I see we've got Drew Zamolik at $2,500. So Glenn, you've been outbid, I hate to tell you. Are there any other?
I think he's going to pull the battle.
So we're at 2,500. So next bid is $3,000. 3,000 over here to Christopher. Oh, Glenn is at 3,000 as well. So we got to break the tie. Who's in for 3,500?
Yep, O'Brien.
So O'Brien at 3,500. It's still going. Again, all those billboards, all the radio, all the CTA marks. If you see a lot of Chicago Innovation ads around the city, it's because we work with all of these partners. It's a great way to get the word out. $4,000, Mr. Tolman.
I think we're going to invite Brad to fix his API here, but keep clicking.
Well, okay. Well, let's hear the deal. What's the deal?
Oh, I see numbers going. All right.
$5 grand. $5 grand
$5
for
grand.
Christopher Deutch. By the way, Tom, should we tell them how much this went for last year?
Yeah. Go ahead, Luke. Go ahead.
So last year, and actually one of the winners last year, Pete, how much did this go for last year? $12,000. So the bidding is still pretty low, I would say. Anyone can come in.
Oh.
Whoa! How about that? How about that?
I love it.
All right.
I love it, Pete.
Do we have anyone at 12.5? All right, $12,000. I see Glenn is doing something on his phone.
The monitor doesn't hold that many digits.
Holy moly!
Oh,
New
right.
number? Glenn, should I tell him or should you?
tell him.
$15,000 over here.
We want Pete to bid on everyone now.
Pete, this is your mentor. This is your go-to guy. What are you gonna do? 25! Holy cow!
No!
Oh, he's got his phone.
Incredible.
He's going back to his phone. The value is $67,500, folks.
Still
so
at
this
a
is
discount. Still at a
steal.
discount.
Pete.
We're watching.
Don't you
So
love
see the fingers are moving?
the old school screaming versus the new school tech?
But this is better than any reality TV right now.
Yes.
Just watching
Yes,
the
it
screen
is.
and this crowd.
Oh,
Yes,
Holy
it is.
moly. Pete, $28,000.
No! No! Yes! Yes!
Wait, say that one more time. Okay, so Pete came to our event last year. He knows something. Every year we have 2 of this package. So if Pete and Glenn, you are okay each having the package, it's $28,000 for both of you.
Yes. Yes.
Thumbs up, thumbs
Thank
up.
you.
Okay, holy
you.
moly.
Yes.
Pete,
Thank you.
and Glenn, thank you.
Thank you, Glenn.
Thank you.
All right,
And Pete will all be coming to your new pizza place to thank you.
Yes.
Man, oh man. Unbelievable.
That was
Thank you.
wild. I'm tempted to call
Thank
it a
you.
night, but we got Tom's
Yeah, I
Santa
know,
Barbara
I
getaway
know.
coming up next.
But I've got a great one coming up, and it's not as great as that one, but it is a couple's getaway in sunny Santa Barbara, California. It's when I'm not in Chicago, I love staying there. And now we're not going to guarantee that Oprah or Prince Harry will be there at the dinner with you. But we do guarantee that you'll have a $2,000 hotel certificate for 3 nights for 2 people or 2 nights for 4 people. And you'll also be able to eat at a wonderful restaurant called The Lark. I've eaten there many, many times. It's just great food. And also to be able to have 4 of you experience a incredible wine tasting at the Grassini Family Vineyards, which is a Santa Barbara winery winner. So for this one, we currently have a current bid of $3,000 for Rushinsky?
That must be Nancy Rushinsky.
No.
Bidding from the virtual world. Thank you, Nancy.
From the virtual world, Nancy Rushinsky. That's fantastic. $3,000. Anybody else for this great Santa Barbara getaway?
Are there any deals being brokered over in?
Anybody else? Anybody else?
We
in the
don't
live
have 2 of these.
audience?
There's only one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. Nancy, it's yours for $3,000. Thank you very much.
Boy, help me out here, guys. I got to pump it up. Next up is our night in and night out culinary extravaganza. I mean, you're getting hungry now after that package, right? A pair of unique dining experiences. The current bid is, I only see the couples. Where's the current bid?
3,000.
Max, what's the current bid for this
No,
one?
it's not. You got to go screen it.
Okay.
Oh, the suspense, the suspense.
No, you're not running on Adele. That's the
Here,
problem.
Pat, why
I
don't you
think.
tell the crowd what they'll get as it's
I'm
loading.
ready.
Pat, tell the crowd what it's all about.
So for your night in, Chef David Kramer will prepare a one-of-a-kind 3-course dinner party for 12 people in your home. It beats delivery, guys, right? It beats delivery. As a graduate of the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park, New York, considered by many in the culinary industry to be among the best chef preparation schools in the world, David now takes his time and talents training young chefs at College of DuPage Culinary Arts Program, one of the best culinary schools in the Chicago region. Lovers of the Chicago dining scene will recognize many of the places where David has worked, which include Laurie's, the Prime Rib, Maggiano's Little Italy, the Art Institute of Chicago, and other restaurants. For your night out, your evening will start, for a group of four, will start at the Hoxon Hotel, where you will dine in Chef Chris Pandel's newest restaurant, Syrah, a culinary journey through the Mediterranean. Take a trip up the elevator and visit Cabra, Chef Stephanie Izzard's Peruvian rooftop escape in the heart of Chicago. Up next, venture to another of Chef Izzard's delights, Duck Duck Goat, for dim sum and other Chinese treats. End your night at Swift & Sons, where you will be treated to the stunning desserts of Chef Lee Omelinsky. Expect top VIP treatment throughout the night, including complimentary wine pairs at each location. So
And now, current bid is?
Current bid?
2,000.
2,000.
It's 2,000 to Glenn Tolman. So Pete, 28,000. What do you think? No, okay.
I mean, you could go out together and split the tab. Come on. Oh, maybe you trade. Maybe you'll do a trade.
Pat, we just got another bid.
Okay, we've got 2,500. Do I hear 3,000? Come on, guys. Those restaurants at the top shelf in Chicago.
And it included wine pairs, too.
Absolutely. The wine alone is probably worth that. Come on now. 2,500. Do I hear 3,000? All right. Going once. Going twice. Sold to Hiller.
No, hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There is a number.
Oh, my God, sneaking in.
See, Glenn loves to drive
Glenn,
the suspense
you're
and
doing
just
this like
come in at the
slip
last
in.
moment. So it's up to
Sorry.
3,000 now.
Thank you for. I'm sorry. I have to retract this. So $3,000.
All right, but I see David with his phone.
I
I wish we could.
We've spoiled them, I think.
Yeah, we have spoiled them. All right. Well.
Oh, we got 35.
3,500. Beautiful. Are you punching it in? I'm not going to give it to you until you punch it in.
It's got to be.
You need to have good
digital
legs
official.
for this experience with so many restaurants throughout the night.
Outstanding. $3,500. Thank you.
Do we hear 4,000 from anyone? He's got to save his money for the advertising bill that's coming up.
That's right.
That's right.
All right. Are we there? All right. Mr. Hiller, you've got it. $3,500. Thank you so much. Enjoy your evening. Thank you.
But wait, there's more. For our second foodie package of the evening, let's get to know Chef Fabio Viviani. More than just a chef, Fabio is a celebrity chef. He has the rare distinction of winning fan favorite on Bravo's hit series Top Chef and winning Food Network's Cutthroat Kitchen All-Star Tournament. He is a reoccurring guest on national television shows such as Good Morning America, The Rachel Ray Show, and ABC's The Chew. Fabio has authored 4 popular cookbooks, including one that landed on the New York Times bestseller list, regularly headlines global food events, owns his own line of cookware, and is a prolific restaurateur who has opened 34 restaurants, including Chicago restaurants Bar Siena, Prime and Provisions, and Siena Tavern, among others that have reservation waiting lists for months. Born in Florence, Italy, and trained in Italian and Mediterranean cuisine, Fabio will be showcasing his best to your group of 12 people as he prepares 4 exquisite courses at this once-in-a-lifetime dinner party in your home. Our current bid is $1,500 to Miss Nina Stillman. Anybody else? $1,500. Do I hear 2,000? I see hands. I see 2,000 over here. All right, 2,500. I saw a hand over here. 2,500. 2,500. Oh, you're jumped over, Glenn. 2,500. 2,500. Going one. Oh, 2,500?
Linda
All right.
Mallers, 2,500.
Thank you.
Do I hear 3,000? 12 of your best friends. That's nothing.
He's
to
opened
feed 12.
30 some odd restaurants, New York best-selling cookbook author, celebrity chef, Food Network.
The best delivery experience that you can have.
Yeah.
Coming to you.
And you can even wear sweatpants. It's in your own home.
There you go.
All right. Going once, going twice. Sold.
Oh,
no.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
just
sorry.
heard. I like your
I saw a
style.
hand there and a hand there.
All right. 3,000. I heard 3,000 over here. Do I hear 3,500? 3,500?
Chris?
Going once at 3,000.
Divide it. I know you're a smart guy. Divide it by 12.
Yeah,
It's a group of 12 people.
Divided by 12.
Yeah. All right, 3,000 going.
oh.
Oh, 3,500. Do I hear 4,000?
Chris.
I think I do. I think I hear it. What, 3,500?
35.
Going once, going twice. I'm looking back at the screen. It's still at 3,500. Going once, going twice. Sold for 3,500.
Yes.
Thank you
Yes.
very much.
Great. Great. Okay.
Next up is our package for golfers. Raise your hand if you're a golfer. We got some golfers, okay. First, fine-tune your swing with a pair of sessions at 5 Iron Golf, an indoor urban golf simulator experience in River North. Then, once you're ready to take your game to the course, your threesome will golf at Knollwood Country Club in Lake Forest, chosen several times as a championship course for USGA and PJ events. But then, and here's where it gets exciting, we've arranged for something really unique and special. Get ready to embark on a round of a lifetime at one of the most prestigious private clubs in the world, Medina Country Club in Medina, Illinois. And if you are a golfer, you know about Medina Country Club, where your threesome will play on the famed course number 3. Yes, the same course number 3 that's hosted the BMW Championship, 2 PGA Championships, 3 US Opens, and even a Ryder Cup. The round includes golf caddy and a $100 credit per person in your group to the pro shop. The world-famous course has attracted golf legends, professional athletes, politicians, and celebrities to Medina, and now it will play host to you and your friends too. The current bid is $1,000, and I know that last name of Kitty. Is that our events director, Paul Kitty? It might be. Okay, $1,000 is the current bid. Now, just so you know, this is the same course Tiger Woods has played it. You'll putt on the same green as Phil Mickelson. You'll tee off the same tee box as Arnold Palmer. They hosted the US Open in 1949. There's some great history to this course. All right, any other bids? Paul, if you win this, I'm going to go with you, just so you know, wherever you are. All right, any others? Going once, going twice. All right, Paul, we're going golfing.
All right, congratulations.
They're singing, go, Cubs, go. Go, Cubs, go. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win.
I feel like I need a glass of Old Style when I hear that. Last up is our Ultimate Chicago Cubs fan package. And unlike past years, this year's Cubs package is a double header. The current bid is at $5,000, held by Kiwell. This one is great for Cubs fans who want to experience their favorite team like a VIP this season, and then again next season. This season, your group of 4 people can watch the Chicago Cubs take on the San Francisco Giants on September 12th with access to the private and exclusive all-you-can-eat and drink Catalina Club. Located behind home plate in the upper level, you'll never miss a play and might even snag a foul ball from these remarkable season tickets. Then, as you look ahead to another great Cubs season in 2022, your group of 18 people will enjoy a weekend game from Wintrust's private seat directly behind home plate. You'll be as up close as one can be watching your favorite Cubs players, enjoying complimentary food and drinks. To make this memory even never more forgettable, 8 people will get a real VIP experience as they get escorted down to the field to hang out near the players and take photos during on-field warm-ups. And be sure to look up at the Wrigley Field scoreboard because we have arranged for your name to appear on it for all the cheering fans to see. Now that'll make one great photo too. The current bid's still at $5,000. Any final bids? That's a lot of tickets.
Now, no one in this room will ever beat Brad in starting a tech company, but you can beat Brad in bidding right now for this Cubs package. This is your chance. Otherwise, Brad will take it.
Anybody at 5,500? 5,500? All right, 5,000 is the winning bid. Going once, going twice. Brad Kiwell for 5,000.
Yes.
Thank you, Brad.
Terrific.
Back to you, Pat.
So, wow, thank you everyone for your support tonight. And if you didn't win any of our live auction packages, don't forget about our silent packages in the One Cause mobile app. The live auction bidding is closed, but you can still win the silent packages until 6:45 this evening. Now, actually, we're past 6:45, so what's the cutoff?
7.
Pat, it's 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Okay, 7 o'clock. Now, let's meet the third of our 4 inductees into the Chicago Hall of Fame. To introduce him, please meet a pair of our presenting sponsors. First, it's my pleasure to introduce Hannah Frymark, account executive at Intel. And on a personal note, thanks to Hannah's colleagues, Abby and Susie, we've been able to partner with the Allstate Foundation to provide laptops to the YWCA staff supporting survivors of domestic violence and enable training for women of color to learn coding skills at the YWCA of Evanston North Shore. I'm thrilled. Thank you. I'm absolutely thrilled that Dell and Intel are here tonight to do more good. So please, Hannah.
And thank you, Pat. And on behalf of Intel, we are so thankful and excited to be involved with Chicago Innovation. We fully support the mission of bringing innovation to everyone with a focus of community, diversity, and education. Innovation is so important to Intel because the reason why we exist is to create world-changing technology that enriches the lives of every person on Earth. Innovation drives our growth and persistence, and none of it would be possible without our customers. So with that being said, among tonight's inductees into the Chicago Innovation Hall of Fame is a major pioneer and difference maker in the Chicago community, John Rogers. I am pleased to co-induct John into the Chicago Innovation Hall of Fame with the help from our partner, Dell Technologies. And representing Dell Technologies via video is the VP of Workforce Solutions, Namdi Apuda.
Thank you, Hannah. Chicago's innovation mission to empower the innovation ecosystem is one that is shared by Dell Technologies. At Dell, we have over 30,000 patents with the goal to drive human progress. And as you all know, it takes great people to drive innovation and progress. That brings me to John Rogers. He's a pioneer of the Chicago business community. He's the co-CEO of Aerial Investments that has a focus on small and medium businesses. John is innovating not only in the business community, but also in the diverse neighborhoods of Chicago. He's using his influences to give and create opportunities for those who may not have had them. John was a co-chair for the presidential inaugural committee under President Barack Obama, and he recently joined the Barack Obama Foundation Board of Directors. He's also a Princeton University Woodrow Wilson Award winner. And he's been highlighted alongside investors like Warren Buffett, Sir John Templeton, in the book of the world's 99 greatest investors. And now he's officially a member of the Chicago Innovation Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Namdi, and please give a warm welcome to John Rogers.
Well, thank you so much. This is truly a tremendous honor and really privileged to be able to share this evening with the other awardees this evening. You know, many very successful entrepreneurs that I've watched and admired over the years. So that helps make this evening very, very special. I'd also like to, of course, thank the Chicago Innovation Foundation. The work you all are doing is extraordinary. It is so, so important to our city at this time in our city's history. You know, we all know we have such a great city, the greatest city in the world. And by your work of bringing us into the 21st century to make sure that we continue to be competitive with all the other great cities throughout the world, the work couldn't be more important to keep Chicago strong and keep all of our institutions strong. One of the things I want to just touch on briefly is many people mentioned the mentors and others that helped them along the way as they were getting started. And I have to say that when I was getting Ariel started 38 years ago, during that period of time, there were some great entrepreneurs who had enormous impact in the way that I thought about building my business and helping get Ariel started. And I started my career at William Blair. You know, many people know about William Blair, but when I started, William Blair was still alive. He was 95 years old or so, and he would come into Blair in his scooter, and he would lecture us on how important it was to invest in small and innovative companies. That was where you could get the most profitability and get the best returns. And so Mr. Blair was one of those early inspirations. Also, we had a great legacy of African-American entrepreneurs here in Chicago, and actually in the nation. Two of the greatest African-American entrepreneurs in the country were headquartered here. John Johnson, who built Ebony and Jet Magazine, and that you couldn't be helped but be inspired by the iconic Johnson Publishing building on South Michigan Avenue. And to see the way that he celebrated Black life in Jet Magazine and in Ebony was just something that was really transformative for me. There was another gentleman, John Johnson, who is still alive at age 91, or maybe 94 by now, I'd say, who created Johnson Products, which made Afro Sheen and Ultra Sheen. And he started Soul Train and started Independence Bank, the largest black bank in the country. But he was also someone who had the first African-American company to be listed on the American Stock Exchange. And that was something that was very inspiring. And then finally, as I was getting going, I got a chance to meet a young entrepreneur who I just felt was the most humble, innovative person that I had ever met, and that was Joe Mansueto. And we've all been able to see what he's been able to do with Morningstar to build that international brand, and the way that he's helped support our great university, the University of Chicago, in so many, 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 many ways. So I feel like there's no better city than Chicago to be an innovator, to be an entrepreneur. We're so fortunate we've had great leaders in the past, and we have great leaders today that are all making a difference for all of us and, again, helping our great city stay great. So thank you so much. I really appreciate this honor. Thank you.
Thanks so much, John. Now let's meet the fourth and final inductee into the Chicago Hall of Fame. To introduce him, please welcome Parthiv Amin, Chief Revenue Officer for tonight's VIP sponsor, Sloan.
Thank you, Tom. Good evening, everyone. It's good to see you all in person finally. As one of the most innovative companies in Illinois, Sloan seeks every opportunity to learn from, connect with, and celebrate the most innovative minds. And we find that aligns very well with the mission and vision of Chicago Innovation. Sloan innovated the commercial restroom industry 115 years ago with the invention of flush valve, brother. These are on my tie right now. That enabled commercial building to save hundreds of billions of gallons of water. And our innovation journey continues. As a closely held private company, we have to continue to innovate to remain competitive. And our innovation runs throughout our organization, and it goes beyond products and technology. Now it is my great pleasure to introduce Brad Kiwell. Brad is someone whose impact on the Chicago community and the world beyond is incalculable. Brad is the founder and CEO of Uptake, and was named the 2019 Ernst & Young World Entrepreneur of the Year. He's the founding investor of Tempus and the founder of Groupon, MediaOcean, Eco Global Logistics, and Driven. That's a very impressive list. He's on the board of Equity Residential, Tasty Trade, Benzinga, and several nonprofit organizations. Brad is the creator of Chicago Ideas, Future Founders, Wonder Museum, and Wonder Studios, driven by curiosity and innovative spirit, and a desire to better humanity. Brad belongs in the Chicago Hall of Fame. Please join me in welcoming Brad Kiwell.
I too am deeply humbled to be recognized with an honor and be in the company of three remarkable people, Amanda, John, and Glenn. And also, the honor itself has such deep resonance for me because part of the innovative roots of it is the incredible enthusiasm and commitment of Tom and Luke for what they've built. And I've always been impressed by the vibrancy of this organization and its broader impact, and I really think it comes down to the founder and the director. So the last I checked in terms of Hall of Fames, it's you got to be retired, and then maybe. So I don't think this is. I hope it's not a suggestion, because I'm certainly not anywhere close. What I will say is I started my journey of I suppose innovation when I was 6. I was a young innovator creating a greeting card and then more greeting cards until my basement was a production factory of greeting cards for Key Creations. And here I am 43 years later. We have an incredible culture of innovation here in Chicago. It's been talked about all night. To me, the core of a great culture of innovation comes down to one question. Not what you've done, but really, what will you do? It has a sense of optimism to it, the idea of innovation. It has a sense of persistence and tenacity and resourcefulness. And in Chicago 20 years ago, the general environment around innovation was, if you failed, shame on you. What I see now is a remarkable transformation in the last 20 years. And now the question, when there is the inevitable mistake, and hopefully not often, but when there's failure, the question is not, why did you do something bad? The question is, what are you going to do next? And that is at the root of a great culture of innovation in any great city, of which we are lucky and privileged to be living in one with a community like this. So I truly appreciate this honor. And to all my fellow inductees as well, I say congratulations to you and thank you to everyone.
As the program portion of the evening concludes, let's check in one last time with Pat, our donor champion, who I'm going to stretch for.
It's a long list. So I'd like to thank Gail Zalitsky, Larry Deutch, Michelle Paczynski, Barry Fisher, Erica Regenberg, Tapi Sadiku, Big Tui, Mark Schiffman, and Nikki Fox, and the list goes on. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat, and thank you everyone who made tonight's In-Gala a big success. I just got a text from Paul, who's been adding up the numbers. Last year's In-Gala was our most successful one ever until tonight. Let me just make sure I get the number exactly right. All of you collectively, and thank you for all of your support, we have raised $215,420. So thank you. Thank you. Really, really, truly, truly thank you. And I can tell you too, this past year, we have learned to be super scrappy and super nimble, so we will stretch every dollar of that to impact the Chicago Innovation Foundation. And I want to thank all of our sponsors, all of our honorees, everyone here at the Ignite Glass Studios team. Thank you for hosting us. Frost, our production partner, Boca Catering Group for all the food, everyone who donated, and then also our Chicago Innovation staff. This is one of the most hardest working, fun group of amazing people I've ever gotten to know. In particular, Paul Kitty, our events and marketing director. Every team says, you know, this person's the glue, and Paul is our glue. So thank you, Paul.
And I just want to say to Glenn and Brad and Amanda and John, thank you for all that you have done to make Chicago a great city and for the innovation community that's here. We really do applaud you all. Thank you so much. And lastly, all of you, please stay so we can drink together. We love you all. Thank you so much for coming. Good night.